Well, hello everybody, and this is a special video to just kind of explain who my top influences are as an artist, because I get asked that question all the time, and it's kind of taken me a few years to really sit there and think, well, I love so many artists, I love so many different kinds of music, so many different forms of art, it's kind of hard to really narrow it down. But I eventually decided on a top five. And there is plenty of honorable mentions that would go after, but I think, you know what, those are probably the five primary influences that, kind of inspire ideas within me most. So, the first one would be the late Big Pun or Big Punisher. He was actually the first Latino rapper to go platinum, first Latino artist as well, and he was of Puerto Rican descent. He lived in the Bronx, and in my opinion, he was the most lyrically gifted to ever rap and do the art of hip hop. To speak rhymes in such a crazy, condensed, deep manner. I still find that there's never been another who has truly done it as good as Pun. That's why I got the shirt. Rest in peace. You are missed still. Number two would be Erik Satie. I say that because he is a primary influence and sort of a figure I look up to in the regard that he really is inspiring as an artist because he was the first artist to really push for an artist needs to be an artist and be themselves and be free to create and not be controlled by the bounds of society. Something I really relate to, and I feel that that's why art lacks the passion and the emotional depth and the creativity that it once had. Number three, David Lynch, who is a filmmaker. He also plays guitar, writes songs. Very talented artist in all sorts of things. He also paints. Now, with him, I find that because, he said things like drink coffee and transcendental meditation, and he had a lot of really good insight on how to create ideas, he was actually a primary influence in helping me to write my first script, which I'm very grateful for. God bless him. I hope he's doing well out in California. David, if you're watching this, take care, David Lynch. Cheers. And then lastly, our two Japanese artists to round off the top five, four and five. For Takako Mamiya, because even though they only had one album and they mysteriously disappeared to the point that nobody knows where this woman is nowadays, Erik Satie, rest in peace. Big Pun, rest in peace. David Lynch, if you're out there, cheers. Takako, nobody knows. So if you're out there, Takako, please let somebody know because I loved Love Trip. It was one of my favorite records ever, and it really was great. Lastly, Hitomi Shimatani rounds off the number five spot because that was the first time I'd ever heard that much Japanese music and was really blown away every song. And I mean, I bought a 3 disc greatest hits, and each CD was about 15 songs. So, and I listened to every single one, start to finish, and loved every one. That's the first time I've ever seen an artist of any genre, any kind, impress me and inspire me that much with their music. So Hitomi Shimatani, cheers out there. You were a huge influence too. So take care, everybody, and this has been the influences of Super Kami Guru Alucard, aka